Hi, my name is Arian. I'm first year Bachelor of Science in Nursing student. My video aims to help anyone to learn and an opportunity for me to contribute for my growth as a nursing student.
So hi everyone, in today's video we're going to discuss about the eukaryotic cells. So I'm going to give you at least an information or introduction for what I'm trying to discuss about. So we all know that all of the living organisms found on Earth are divided into two broad categories with the basis of the cell structure. So these are either prokaryotes or eukaryotes. But for today's video, I'm going to focus with the eukaryotic cell, and later on, we'll get into another video to discuss about the prokaryotic cell. So let's get into the main discussion, which is the eukaryotic cell structure.
The eukaryotic cell structure. Eukaryotic cell is divided into fungal cell, plant cell, animal cell, and other eukaryotic cells. By definition, eukaryotic cells are cells that contain a membrane-bound nucleus, a structural feature that is not present in bacterial or archaeal cells. In addition to the nucleus, eukaryotic cells are characterized by numerous membrane-bound organelles such as the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, chloroplast, mitochondria, and others. So let's see the structure of a typical eukaryotic cell. As you can see, the cell is covered by the so-called plasma membrane or cell membrane, which is a phospholipid bilayer with embedded proteins that separates the internal contents of the cell from its surrounding environment. The plasma membrane controls the passage of the organic molecules, ions, water, and oxygen into and out of the cell. Wastes such as carbon dioxide and ammonia also leave the cell by passing through the plasma membrane, usually with some help of protein transporters. The cell membrane encloses a space which is called the cytoplasm, a gel-like substance which is mainly made up of water. Proteins, simple sugars, polysaccharides, amino acids, nucleic acids, fatty acids, ions, and many other water-soluble molecules are all competing for this space and water. It also contains the cell organelles. At the center of the cell, you will find the nucleus. It is the brain of the cell as it controls all the metabolic activities of the cell. Inside the nucleus, the DNA is present in the form of chromatin. Chromatin is a complex of DNA and stored proteins. Inside also of the nucleus, we can find the condensed region of chromatin called the nucleolus. The main function of nucleolus is to synthesize the RNA. In the cell, the RNA molecules are of three types: the messenger RNA, the transfer RNA, and the ribosomal RNA. The nucleus is covered by a dual membrane, the inner and outer membrane. The outer membrane has a structure called endoplasmic reticulum. These are the canal-like structures. Endoplasmic reticulum has two types. First one is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. In this type of ER on its surface, the ribosome is present, which gives a rough appearance. And the main function of this is protein synthesis. The second type of ER is smooth in appearance because ribosome is absent and its function is lipid metabolism. Then there is also this organelle called Golgi apparatus, which is made up of flattened stack pouches called cisternae. It involves in modifying, sorting, and packaging of proteins for secretion. It is also involved in the transport of lipids around the cell and the creation of lysosomes. The mitochondria is also one of the organelles which is called the powerhouse of the cell or energy factories of a cell because they are the primary site of metabolic respiration in eukaryotes. During the respiration of food materials such as carbohydrates and fats, there is such enzymes present inside mitochondria that helps in respiration of food material and generation of energy in the form of ATP. That's why mitochondria is called as the powerhouse of the cell. And these are the lysosomes, a membrane-bound organelles of the endomembrane system that contain digestive enzymes. And any foreign material or food material that enters the cell are being digested by lysosomes. Another structure is the peroxisomes. These are organelles that carry out redox reactions that oxidize and break down fatty acids and amino acids. They also help to detoxify many toxins that may enter the body. Many of these redox reactions release hydrogen peroxide, which would be damaging to cells. However, when these reactions are confined to peroxisomes, enzymes safely break down the H2O2 into oxygen and water. Lastly is the ribosomes. It received their instructions for the protein synthesis from the nucleus, where the DNA is transcribed into messenger RNA. The messenger RNA travels to the ribosomes, which translate the code provided by the sequence of the nitrogenous bases in the messenger RNA into a specific order of amino acids in a protein. This is covered in the greater detail in the section covering the process of translation.